WWE Maniacs. Welcome to Night Before Wrestle, the place where wrestling never sleeps. Subscribe, ring that bell, and let's get into today's action. AEW Dynamite erupted into pure mayhem with a night destined to be remembered. A spectacle that captured the essence of professional wrestling at its wildest and most emotional. The 2025 edition of Blood and Guts delivered an explosive main event as Hangman Adam Page defended his AEW World Championship against Powerhouse Hobbs in a Falls Count Anywhere clash that defied limits. From the opening bell to the final count, chaos reigned supreme. Every moment pulsed with intensity, every strike told a story, and by night's end, AEW fans witnessed not just a match, but a defining chapter in wrestling history. The shockwave that rocked AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite delivered a night that will be remembered for years, a show packed with energy, emotion, and breathtaking action. The main event of Blood and Guts featured Hangman Adam Page defending his AEW World Championship against Powerhouse Hobbs in a Falls Count Anywhere match that redefined chaos. From the moment the lights dimmed, the crowd knew they were about to witness something unforgettable. Every chant, every flash of light, and every move built toward an ending that left the entire wrestling world in awe. The stage set for carnage. The arena was alive with anticipation as the world champion, Hangman Adam Page, stepped into the ring with purpose and focus. His opponent, Powerhouse Hobbs, stood across from him like a mountain of strength, representing the ops and radiating pure intensity. The atmosphere was charged with electricity, the kind only wrestling can create when two forces of nature collide. This wasn't just another televised match. It was a fight for pride, power, and the right to stand as AEW's most dominant athlete. Both men carried the weight of their stories, their fans, and their ambitions, from the bell to bedlam. When the opening bell rang, chaos came to life. Hobbs exploded forward with the aggression that has made his name. But Page met him head-on with the ferocity of a champion. The two exchanged blistering strikes, every impact echoing through the crowd like thunder. Within moments, the ring transformed into a battleground. Chairs clattered, tables splintered, and the air filled with the sound of unrelenting combat. The Falls Count Anywhere rule meant there were no boundaries, and both competitors made sure the stipulation lived up to its promise. The match was a perfect storm of endurance and emotion. Chaos spills beyond the ring. It didn't take long for the action to break free from the ropes. Hobbs sent Page crashing toward the barricade, shaking the front rows as the crowd roared in disbelief. Both men tumbled into the sea of fans, battling amid the flashing cameras and rising excitement. Security scrambled to contain the frenzy, but the audience was locked in, witnessing a war unlike any other. Hangman fought back with unbreakable resolve, finding space to launch a signature buckshot lariat that nearly took Hobbs off his feet. The move ignited the arena, propelling the energy to a fever pitch as the match raged on. The battle turns backstage. Refusing to slow down, Page and Hobbs pushed the fight toward the backstage area. The cameras followed closely as they collided into equipment crates and production tables, turning the heart of the arena into their personal battlefield. Sparks of intensity filled every movement, a story told through grit and exhaustion. Hobbs tried to capitalize on his strength, attempting to hoist Hangman overhead. But the champion's instinct for survival came alive. He slipped free, landing hard but determined, eyes burning with the will to fight. The sounds of their struggle echoed through the concrete halls, symbolizing the raw spirit of professional wrestling, the turning point. Every great match has a moment when the tide shifts, and this was it. Hobbs tried to use his brute force to end the fight once and for all, but Hangman countered with precision and timing that came from years of experience. He struck back with fierce determination, regaining control in a burst of adrenaline. The audience could sense the momentum swinging, their cheers building into a deafening roar. Hangman's movements became sharper, his resolve stronger, his every step the mark of a champion refusing to be broken. What followed would define the night and electrify the wrestling world. The electrifying climax. As the two brawled near the production zone, the tension reached its highest point. Hangman, fueled by sheer determination, executed a maneuver that sent Hobbs crashing through a table near the electrical panels. Sparks erupted as lights flickered dramatically, turning the moment into a cinematic spectacle. It was a carefully orchestrated sequence that captured the raw power and unpredictability of AEW. The audience reacted with stunned excitement as the arena briefly glowed under the flicker of lights. Through the haze of smoke and adrenaline, Hangman dropped to make the cover, securing the pinfall that crowned his exhausting triumph. The aftermath of mayhem. The bell rang and the crowd erupted as Hangman Adam Page was declared the winner. The scene that followed felt larger than life. A blend of chaos, relief, and admiration. Hangman knelt for a moment, absorbing the magnitude of what he had endured. Medical personnel and officials moved swiftly to check on Hobbs, ensuring his safety after the intense physical toll of the match. The fans rose to their feet, applauding both men for the spectacle they had created. Every expression in the crowd told the same story. Respect for two warriors who gave everything in pursuit of greatness, the legacy of blood and guts. When the lights finally dimmed and Hangman lifted the AEW World Championship high above his head, a sense of history settled over the arena. Blood and Guts 2025 had delivered a performance that encapsulated the soul of professional wrestling. Athleticism, storytelling, heart, and spectacle. Hangman Adam Page reaffirmed his place as a fighting champion who meets every challenge with courage and pride, while Powerhouse Hobbs cemented his reputation as one of AEW's most relentless and commanding competitors. The ending was intense, dramatic, and unforgettable. It wasn't just the close of a match. It was the birth of a moment that will echo through AEW lore for years to come.